Bellingham's Anne-Marie Faiola is CEO of Brambleberry, an internet retailer of raw materials for making soap and toiletries. She also owns Otion downtown in Bellingham, and she's here today to demonstrate soap making. You have, what, 27,000 customers?
Yeah, 27,000 customers all across the world, actually.
And you do, what, $2.6 million of business a year?
Isn't that incredible? From our Bellingham-based warehouse.
So show us what it's all about. I'm curious.
Well, this is Melt and Pour soap, and Melt and Pour soap is designed to easily actually melt down in the microwave. It's totally kid safe. You can eat it, and it's I know, and it's easy to do at home. The first step is you just cut down your soap base into smaller chunks. And you know, for ease of TV, I've gone ahead and pre-melted this in the microwave. But normally this would take just a couple minutes to melt in the microwave. So you pull the soap out of the microwave, and then all you need to do is add color and fragrance and you're done. Because this is actually soap already. And so since it's the new year, I chose some champagne fragrance that we can make some fun celebration soap. And what I want you to do is actually fill up that dropper full of fragrance. There you go. There.
Okay.
And just toss it right in there. And I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of color because the soap that I want us to make looks just like this. Isn't that beautiful? The blue stars.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, I knew you'd be excited. Okay, all you need to do is you stir.
Okay.
And you'll notice that the soap is starting to get really beautiful and blue, and that's it. You're done. If you wanted to, I'm glad you like it. If you wanted to pour this just into a regular 4-ounce bar mold, you could. But since we're doing something a little more complex, we're going to go ahead and just pour it into these star molds. And these are actually ice cube tray molds. You can get them sometimes at IKEA. Of course, you can get them at Otion downtown Bellingham. Sometimes the greenhouse downtown Bellingham has them.
You have an incredible story. You didn't start off doing soap making and owning your own business.
No, my story is very funny, actually. What I started off doing was corrections. And so I was a correctional officer for a grand total of like 22 seconds because it turns out that I was terrible at it.
Soap making, corrections, it doesn't really jive together.
I was coming home, and at night I was making soap to kind of make my life more
kind
bearable.
Like ease your tension from the day?
Yeah, and to have an outlet for creativity because this is a consumable art form that's just awesome. And so all of a sudden, one day, my husband at the time looked at me and he was like, you know, you are just not the same person I married. How about, why don't you quit your job and sell your soap at farmers markets? And I had been selling soap since I was 18 anyways, at little craft shows and at fitness clubs and the like. And so without a plan in the world, we had a mortgage, my husband was in school, I was 20, quit my job, started selling soap.
And what year was that?
Gosh, that was 98. I was 20. So I know, it's incredible. So
and here you are. It's 2008, and you have almost a $3 million business.
Yeah, it's amazing
where
life has taken me. I'm so lucky, and of course I have an amazing team around me. But so here's the next step. What we're going to do, since we're making this soap with the silver glitter, we're just going to toss some silver glitter in there, and I want you to do the same thing you did earlier with that champagne fragrance. Just take a dropper full.
And just put it in there?
Yep,
okay.
Perfect. And since, of course, this is TV and we're short on time, I made these little stars up ahead of time. So I want you, while I'm stirring this in, to pop those blue stars out for me.
Okay.
And you'll notice they come out really easy.
That's good for me.
Yeah, it's also good for moms out there that have 6-year-olds and 5-year-olds who are just starting to kind of learn coordination.
This really looks like a great family activity. Is that what you're finding?
Yes. Our big thing is that creativity creates really positive family memories and family time. And so we do children's soap making parties that really seem to bring families together. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of joy, and you can't mess this up, which is nice. So now the next step for our soap to make it look like this beautiful soap right here is that you are going to take these and you're going to place them in the bottom of the mold.
Okay. Here, I'll just grab this.
Okay. Perfect.
Soaps and candles, those have really taken off, haven't they, over the years?
They have, especially after 2001. The nesting instinct really took over for America, and people decided that they wanted to stay at home and have really great experiences with their family, and also make things at home and have, instead of going out to the movies or going out to dinner. And so we've been really fortunate because of that.
Now, you can't be the only person doing this for a living. There have got to be many other companies that supply the same products.
There are. We probably have about 5 main competitors, and we have probably about 200 smaller companies.
So what makes yours so successful?
Well, I think a couple things that make Brambleberry so successful is that we have an incredible staff. Like, I really feel like I work with the entirely best people in all of Whatcom County, and I'm positive, bar none, that if you compared our staff to any of the other staffs at the other company, that ours would be more dedicated to customer service, more intellectual, more fun, more creative, more passionate about soap. So I think our staff is great. And then second, we have fanatical customer service. Crazy, insane customer service. Like, we literally do whatever the customer needs us to do to make it right, even if it means losing money. And sometimes when we mess up and we have to make it right, we do lose money.
What's on the horizon for Brambleberry and Otion?
Well, we're super excited. We're hoping to open up a second Otion store down in Seattle. Fingers crossed. I'm doing demographic surveys right now to figure out kind of what neighborhoods in Seattle might work for us. And I'm looking at new spaces actually in a couple weeks. So we're hoping for that. And then we've also started an organic body care company, and we're selling nationwide through Amazon.com. It's called Organic Fusion, and I'm kind of doing the angel investor venture capital rounds right now for that.
Well, Anne-Marie Faiola of Brambleberry and Otion, thanks for sharing your soap making with us today on Northwest Notebook.
Well, thank you. It was very much fun.
We'll be right back.